Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Krishna Chaitanya book compilation given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on December 10th, 2022 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram.
Hari Om Tat Sat.
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 Today we are continuing from the compilation of the Sri Krishna Chaitanya book. And today's chapter is entitled as Falashruti, Gains, Sambandha, Abhideya and Prayojana, under the section How Pradyumna Mishra Received Instructions from Ramananda Roy. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila 5.135.
মূর্খ বা বিদ্বেষীর কৃষ্ণ নিন্দুক্তি দ্বারা ও কৃষ্ণ সেবিকা ভক্তি সিদ্ধান্ত বাণীরূপিণী শুদ্ধ সরস্বতীর গৌর কৃষ্ণ সেবা। তুমি জৈসে তৈছে কহ না জানিয়া রীতি, সরস্বতী সেই শব্দে করিয়াছে স্তুতি।
You have written something irregular, not knowing the regulated principles, but the goddess of learning, Saraswati, has used your words to offer her prayers to the Supreme Lord.
Hariva.
Hariva.
Swarup Damodar Goswami informed the Bengali poet, because of your ignorance and your learning towards leaning towards Mayavadi philosophy, you cannot distinguish the difference between the Mayavada and Vaishnava philosophies. Therefore, the process you have adopted to praise Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Jagannath does not follow the proper system. Indeed, it is irregular and offensive. Fortunately, however, through your words, the goddess of learning, Mother Saraswati, has tactfully offered her prayers to her master, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Jai.
So Damodar Goswami is going to show how Mother Saraswati has presented Krishna's philosophy.
Swarup Damodar Goswami is going to show how Mother Saraswati has presented Krishna philosophy in a proper way.
It has to be understood. But it has to be understood.
But it has to be understood. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila 5.136.
জয়ছে ইন্দ্র দৈত্যাদি করে কৃষ্ণের বর্ষণ, সেই শব্দে সরস্বতী করেন স্তবন।
Sometimes demons and even Lord Indra, the king of heaven, chastise Krishna, but Mother Saraswati, taking advantage of their words, offered prayers to the Lord.
Then they call Krishna, he doesn't belong any caste.
Lord Krishna, Lord Krishna, he doesn't belong to any caste as an insult.
Actually, he's beyond caste.
But actually he is beyond caste.
in one sense, that is all life, all Saraswati, and makes perfect sense.
But in one sense, that is offered by Mother Saraswati, it makes perfect sense. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila 5.137.
অক্ষজ জ্ঞানী ইন্দ্রের নিন্দা উক্তি দৃষ্টান্ত শ্রীমদ্ ভাগবতের দশম স্কন্ধের পঞ্চবিংশতি অধ্যায়ের পঞ্চম শ্লোকে রয়েছে
Lord Indra said, this Krishna, who is an ordinary human being, is talkative, childish, impudent, and ignorant, although he thinks himself very learned. The coward men in Vrindavan have offended me by accepting him. This has not been greatly appreciated by me. Purport. This verse is from Srimad Bhagavatam 10.25.5. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila 5.138.
প্রাকৃত অহংকার দীপ্ত ইন্দ্র ঐশ্বর্যমদে মত্ত ইন্দ্র যেন মাতোয়াল বুদ্ধি নাশ হইল কেবল নাহিক সম্ভাল
Indra, the king of heaven, being too proud of his heavenly opulences, became like a madman. Thus, bereft of his intelligence, he could not restrain himself from speaking nonsensically about Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila 5.139.
ইন্দ্রের মুখে নিন্দুক্তি ধারাই শুদ্ধা সরস্বতীর কৃষ্ণস্তুতি ইন্দ্র বলে মুই কৃষ্ণের করিয়াছি নিন্দন তারই মুখে সরস্বতী করেন স্তবন
Thus Indra thought, I have properly chastised Krishna and defamed him. But Saraswati, the goddess of learning, took this opportunity to offer prayers to Krishna.
I'll see how Saraswati, by giving a direct interpretation, uses the critical words and actually praise Krishna.
We'll see how Mother Saraswati, using different words, different meanings, praises Lord Krishna. Lord Indra, Saraswati using Lord Indra's critical words to praise Lord Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila 5.140.
শুদ্ধা সরস্বতী কর্তৃক শব্দসমূহের ব্যাখ্যা এক বাচাল দুই বালিশ বাচাল কহিয়ে বেদ প্রবর্তক ধন্য বালিশ তথাপি শিশু প্রায় গর্ভশূন্য
The word Vachala is used to refer to a person who can speak according to Vedic authority. And the word Balisha means innocent. Krishna spoke the Vedic knowledge, yet he always presents himself as a prideless, innocent boy.
So, Saraswati Devi, by using this higher meanings of the words,
So Saraswati Devi, by using these higher meanings of the words,
actually praising Lord Krishna.
is actually praising Lord Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila 5.141.
তিন স্তব্ধ চার অজ্ঞ বন্দা ভাবে অনর্ম স্তব্ধ শব্দে কয় যাহা হইতে অন্য বিজ্ঞ নাহি সে অজ্ঞ হয়
When there is no one else to receive obeisances, one may be called anamra, or one who offers obeisances to no one. This is the meaning of the word stabda. And because no one is found to be more learned than Krishna, he may be called agya, indicating that nothing is unknown to him.
Allah in that was criticizing Krishna using the simple meaning
So although Indra was criticizing Krishna using the simple meaning,
by using the higher meaning in Sanskrit,
by using the higher meaning in Sanskrit,
I say Krishna is praised.
naturally Krishna is praised. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila, 5.142.
5 পণ্ডিত অভিমানী ও 6 মর্ত। পণ্ডিতের মান্য পাত্র হয় পণ্ডিত মানি, তথা বিভক্ত বাৎসল্যে মনুষ্য অভিমানী।
The word Pandita Mani can be used to indicate that Krishna is honored even by learned scholars. Nevertheless, because of affection for his devotees, Krishna appears like an ordinary human being and may therefore be called Martya.
The words in the mouth of Saraswati
So these words
praising Krishna.
So these words in the mouth of Saraswati are praising Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila, 5.143.
বিদ্বেষী জরাসন্ধের নিন্দুক্তির দৃষ্টান্ত। জরাসন্ধ কহে কৃষ্ণ পুরুষ অধম, তোমার সঙ্গে না বুঝিমু যাহি বন্ধু হন।
The demon Jarasandha chastised Krishna, saying, "You are the lowest of human beings. I shall not fight with you, for you killed your own relatives." Purport. In this verse also, Mother Saraswati offers prayers to Krishna. The word Purusha Adama refers to the personality of Godhead, under whom all other persons remain, or in other words, Purusha Uttama, the best of all living beings. Similarly, the word Bandhu Han means the killer of Maya. In the conditioned state of life, one is closely related with Maya as a friend. But when one comes in contact with Krishna, one is freed from that relationship.
By the interpretation of Saraswati, the goddess of learning,
So, by the interpretation of Saraswati, the goddess of learning,
these insults of Jarasandha are actually praises.
these insults by Jarasandha were actually praises. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila, 5.144.
শুদ্ধ সরস্বতী কর্তৃক ওই নিন্দুক্তি দ্বারা কৃষ্ণ স্তুতি এক পুরুষ অধম। যাহা হইতে অন্য পুরুষ সকল অধম, সেই হয় পুরুষোত্তম সরস্বতীর মন।
Mother Saraswati takes Purushadama to mean Purushottama, he to whom all men are subordinate. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila, 5.145.
2 বন্ধু হন। বান্ধে সবার তাতে অবিদ্যা বন্ধু হয়, অবিদ্যা নাশক বন্ধু হন শব্দে কয়।
Nishyans or Maya may be called Bandhu because she entangles everyone in the material world. Therefore, by using the word Bandhuhan, Mother Saraswati says that Lord Krishna is the vanquisher of Maya. Purport. Everyone is entangled in the illusionary energy, but as stated in the Bhagavad Gita 7.14, Mame vaye prapadyante mayam etan tarantite. As soon as one surrenders to Krishna, he is freed from Maya. Therefore, Krishna may be called Bandhuhan, the killer of Maya. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila 5.146.
বিদ্বেষী শিশুপালের নিন্দুক্তির দৃষ্টান্ত। এই মত শিশুপাল করিল নিন্দন, সেই বাক্যে সরস্বতী করেন স্তবন।
Shishupala also blasphemed Krishna in this way, but the goddess of learning, Saraswati, offered her prayers to Krishna even by his words.
Krishna was offered the first plate of the Rajasuya sacrifice.
When Krishna was offered the first plate in the Rajasuya sacrifice,
Sisupal started to blaspheme Lord Krishna.
Shishupal started to blaspheme Lord Krishna.
And Krishna had promised he wouldn't kill Sisupal until he had done 100 offenses.
And Krishna promised he would not kill Shishupal until he had committed 100 offenses.
In Sisupal's mind, he was criticizing Krishna. But Saraswati's mind, she was praising Krishna.
In Shishupal's mind, he was criticizing Krishna, but in Saraswati's mind, he was praising Krishna.
Jai.
Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila 5.147.
স্বরূপ কর্তৃক প্রাকৃত কবির ব্যবহৃত শব্দসমূহ দ্বারা কৃষ্ণ স্তুতি ব্যাখ্যা, জগন্নাথ রূপ দারু ব্রহ্ম ও গৌরী রূপ জঙ্গম ব্রহ্মের অভেদ সংস্থাপন। তৈছে এই শ্লোকে তোমার অর্থে নিন্দা আইসে, সরস্বতীর অর্থ শোনো যাতে স্তুতি ভাসে।
In that way, although your verse is blasphemous, according to your meaning, Mother Saraswati has taken advantage of it to offer prayers to the Lord.
In that way, although your verse is blasphemous according to your meaning, Mother Saraswati has taken advantage of it to offer prayers to the Lord. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila 5.148.
So, in one sense, Brahman from Bengal, his poetry, by his meaning, was offensive.
So in one sense, the Brahmin from Bengal, the poem of his meaning was offensive.
But putting the definition of Saraswati Devi becomes praise.
But putting the meaning of Saraswati Devi, it becomes a praise.
So Damodar Goswami is Devi Saraswati meaning.
So Saurabh Damodar Goswami is giving the Saraswati meaning.
Jai.
Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila 5.148.
জগন্নাথ হন কৃষ্ণের আত্মাস্বরূপ, কিন্তু ইহা দারু ব্রহ্ম স্থাবর স্বরূপ।
There is no difference between Lord Jagannath and Krishna, but here Lord Jagannath is fixed as the absolute person appearing in wood. Therefore, he does not move. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila 5.149.
একই বিগ্রহ জগৎ উদ্ধারার্থ ইচ্ছাশক্তি প্রভাবে দুই রূপে প্রকট, তাহা সহ আত্মতা এক রূপ হইয়া কৃষ্ণ এক তত্ত্ব রূপ দুই রূপ হইয়া।
Thus, Lord Jagannath and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, although appearing as two, are one because they are both Krishna, who is one alone. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila 5.150.
সংসার তারণ হেতু যে ইচ্ছা শক্তি তাহার মিলন করি একতা জৈসে প্রাপ্তি।
The supreme desire to deliver the entire world meets in the two of them, and for that reason also they are one and the same. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila 5.151.
সকল সংসারী লোকের করিতে উদ্ধার গৌর জঙ্গমে রূপে কইলা অবতার।
To deliver all the materially contaminated people of the world, that same Krishna has descended in the moving form of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila 5.152.
জগন্নাথের দর্শনে ও গৌরের প্রচারে জীব উদ্ধার। জগন্নাথের দর্শনে খণ্ডায় সংসার সব দেশের সব লোক নারে আসিবার।
By visiting Lord Jagannath, one is freed from material existence, but not all men of all countries can come or be admitted here in Jagannath Puri. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila 5.153.
শ্রীকৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য প্রভু দেশে দেশে যাইয়া সব লোকে নিস্তারিলা জঙ্গম ব্রহ্ম হইয়া।
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, however, moves from one country to another, personally or by his representative. Thus, he, as the moving Brahman, delivers all the people of the world.
So, Jagannath, the Dara Brahma, is the absolute truth. And what?
So, Lord Jagannath, he is Daru Brahma, he is the absolute truth in wood.
What? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Jangam Brahma,
And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is
Brahma.
Jangam Brahma.
Is the moving absolute truth.
He is the moving absolute truth.
And by his darshan and preaching,
And by his darshan and preaching,
he delivers to all over the world.
he delivers the people all over the world,
Either personally or by his representative.
either personally or by his representatives.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Haribo.
Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila 5.154.
সরস্বতীর অর্থ এই কহিলু বিবরণ এহ ভাগ্য তোমার ওইছে করিলা বর্ণন।
Thus I have explained the meaning intended by Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning. It is your great fortune that you have described Lord Jagannath and Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in that way.
By the meaning of Mother Saraswati, the Brahmana poetry is describing our Lord Chaitanya.
So, by the meaning of Mother Saraswati, the poetry of the Brahmana is glorifying Lord Chaitanya and Jagannath. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila 5.155.
কৃষ্ণ নিন্দায় স্তব রূপ নামাভাস উচ্চারণেই মুক্তি কৃষ্ণে গালি দিতে করে নাম উচ্চারণ সেই নাম হয় তার মুক্তির কারণ
Sometimes it so happens that one who wants to chastise Krishna utters the holy name, and thus the holy name becomes the cause of his liberation.
Since Namavas, or the unintentional or critical joking,
Since namabhas are the unintentional or critical joking,
pronouncing of the holy name,
pronouncing of the holy name,
that is the cause of liberation.
that is the cause for liberation.
So, by saying the name of Krishna, one may be liberated.
So by saying the name of Krishna, one may be liberated. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila 5.156.
কবির বৈষ্ণব চরণে আত্মসমর্পণ তবে সেই কবি সবার চরণে পড়িয়া সবার শরণ লইল দন্তে তিন লইয়া
Upon hearing this proper explanation by Swarup Damodar Goswami, the Bengali poet fell down at the feet of all the devotees and took shelter of them with a straw in his mouth.
The Bengali poet was completely grateful to hear the proper explanation.
So this Bengali poet was completely grateful to hear the proper explanation.
And he, only with a strong as mouth, surrendered all the devotees to his feet.
So he humbly, with a straw in his mouth, surrenders to all the devotees present. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila 5.157.
পূর্বে ভক্তগণের কৃপা হেতু মহাপ্রভুর পালা তবে সব ভক্ত তারে অঙ্গীকার কইলা তার গুণ কহি মহাপ্রভুরে মিলাইলা
Thereupon, all the devotees accepted his association. Explaining his humble behavior, they introduced him to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
So, this humble Bengali poet, he got the great mercy of personal audience with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
So this humble poet, he got the great mercy of personal audience with Lord Chaitanya. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila 5.158.
কবির সন্ন্যাস ধর্ম গ্রহণ ও পুরীতে বাস সেই কবি সর্বতেজী রহিলা নীলা চলে গৌর ভক্তগণের কৃপা কে কহিতে পারে
By the mercy of the devotees of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that poet from Bengal gave up all other activities and stayed with them at Jagannath Puri. Who can explain the mercy of the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
The devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are unlimitedly worshipful.
The devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are unlimitedly merciful.
By their association, the poet, the life was completely changed.
By their association, the poet, his life was completely changed.
And he surrendered to stay with Jagannath Puri.
And he surrendered and stayed at Jagannath Puri. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila, 5.159.
মিশ্রের কৃষ্ণ কথা শ্রবণ লীলা ও রামানন্দ মাহাত্ম্য বর্ণিত। এই তো কহিলু প্রদ্যুম্ন মিশ্র বিবরণ, প্রভুর আজ্ঞায় কইল কৃষ্ণ কথার শ্রবণ।
I have thus described the narration concerning Pradyumna Mishra and how, following the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he listened to the discourses about Krishna spoken by Ramananda Roy.
Pradyumna Mishra was very elevated caste member.
Pradyumna Mishra was a very elevated caste Brahmana.
On the order of Lord Chaitanya, he listened to Krishna Katha Roy.
But on the order of Lord Chaitanya, he listened to Krishna Katha from Ramananda Roy.
And he was purified by that.
And he was purified by that.
He appreciated all of the divine immensely.
He appreciated Ramananda Roy immensely.
Our Lord Chaitanya was indirectly glorifying his devotees by bhakti yoga.
So Lord Chaitanya was glorifying his devotees by bhakti yoga.
They are actually the highest platform of yogis.
That they were on the highest platform of yogis. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila, 5.160.
তার মধ্যে কহিলু রামানন্দের মহিমা, আপনে শ্রীমুখে প্রভু বর্ণে যার সীমা।
Within the narration, I have explained the glorious characteristics of Sri Ramananda Roy, through whom Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally described the limits of ecstatic love for Krishna.
Lord Chaitanya uses different devotees to describe the limits of Krishna prema.
Lord Chaitanya uses different devotees to describe the limits of Krishna prema. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila, 5.161.
বৈষ্ণবের শ্রদ্ধা হেতু অনভিজ্ঞ কবিরও প্রভু কৃপালাভ। প্রস্তাবে কহিল কবির নাটক বিবরণ, অজ্ঞ হইয়া শ্রদ্ধায় পাইল প্রভুর চরণ।
In the course of the narration, I have also told about the drama by the poet from Bengal. Although he was ignorant, because of his faith and humility, he nevertheless attained shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Haribo!
Haribo!
Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila, 5.162.
শ্রদ্ধায় চৈতন্য লীলা শ্রবণ কীর্তনে সম্বন্ধ অভিধ প্রয়োজন লাভ। শ্রীকৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য লীলা অমৃতের সার, এক লীলা প্রবাহে বহে শত শত ধার।
The pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are the essence of nectar. From the stream of one of his pastimes flow hundreds and thousands of branches.
By being absorbed in hearing the pastime of Lord Chaitanya,
By being absorbed in hearing the pastime of Lord Chaitanya,
which has many rivulets,
which has many rivulets,
different aspects which are included in the pastime,
different aspects which are included in the pastime,
and to achieve all the benefits of devotional service.
one can achieve all benefits of devotional service. Sabandha, Abhideya and Prayojan. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila 5.163.
শ্রদ্ধা করি এই লীলা যেই পরে শোনে গৌর লীলা ভক্তি ভক্ত রস তত্ত্ব জানে.
Anyone who reads and hears these pastimes with faith and love can understand the truth about devotional service, devotees, and the transcendental mellows of the pastimes of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
So, this is the benefit derived by hearing or reading the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya.
So this is the benefit derived by hearing or reading the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna! Thus ends the chapter entitled Phala Shruti, Gains Sambandha, Abhideya and Prayojana, under the section How Pradyumna Mishra Received Instructions from Ramananda Roy. Haribol!
Thank you for watching our videos. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.